I'm here with Senior Coach Marty Mattner, coming to you from Thomas Farms Oval in the open air boxes, which are available for hire on match day.
So Chappie, was a intriguing weekend, I guess, with the footy and wheelchair as well. All six teams won. I guess run us through the scores and the results as well. Thank you.
Yeah, certainly positive reward for effort after a lot of hard work across the board. So you got to celebrate those ones. When you get 6 out of 6, they're pretty rare. So it's Monday morning's always a bit nicer coming back with 6 from 6. So starting with the women who played part of a curtain raiser to the league and part of a triple header on Saturday here, they ran out winners against the Eagles 7-2-44 to Eagles 2-5-17. We had Georgia Swan, multiple goal kicker with a couple of goals there. The Resi's boys fronted up against South Adelaide in the morning, had a really good win, 27-point winners there. We had Charlie Fry's best player was super down back. Also great games from Will Spain, who kicked 2-2 and had 3 score assists, and Nick Sadler, who coming off the state under-20s game where he was the SA under-20 captain there, was super on a wing as well. But across the board, really pleasing win and some good performances. Under-18s also had a win. They played on Wednesday night against South Adelaide, 14-10, 94 to South Adelaide, 7-5-47. Sam Waltham with another 5 goals there. He's had a really good run of form. The under-16s also Wednesday night defeated South Adelaide 13-11-89 to 3-12-30. Jesse Filmer and Tom Lindsay both with 3 goals each there. And then the wheelchair as well on Friday night defeated Norwood 11-6, 72 to 8-10, 58. And Jake Billsbury in just his second game. It's been fantastic having him back at the club, and he scored 9 goals for them. So a great weekend and week of footy for the Sturt Footy Club.
And just following on from the wheelchair, we've had someone, you and I are both coaches, we've had someone move from the playing into coaching in the wheelchair. Stephen Budgie Avery has, I guess, hung up the wheels, I guess you would say, not the boots, the wheels, and moved to the dark side of coaching. I guess give us a little bit about his impact on the footy club in his short time, both on and off the field.
So it's great to have Budgie as coach. He's undefeated now, 1-0, so he'd probably retire a happy man. But he's been super for not just the wheelchair team, but for the whole club. You see him here supporting all grades really, and in terms of his leadership, what he can bring to the group, he's going to be a fantastic asset to the team.
Yep, no, very nice. Yeah, it's good to see him. I think the wheelchair team sponsor one of the girls players as well, so it's great to see them involved, and he's here every week, so it's great. And a special weekend just gone the game. I guess it was the First Nations round as well. So just give us a quick update on that, and also too it follows into this week, which is Reconciliation Week, as well as we'll also wear the jumper again for our away game. V Port Adelaide on Friday night as well. So give us an update on that, Chappie.
Yeah, so it was fantastic Saturday to, I suppose, to celebrate the impact First Nations people have had on the great game of Aussie Rules football. We had David Booth and his sons came and danced and did an acknowledgement of country, both for us as a lead group before the game in the change rooms, and painted some of the boys up, which was a great look as well, that they really got involved in that, and as well as pre-game out on the oval. So I thought that was a fantastic celebration on the day, and we will also I suppose run with that as well this week against Port Adelaide too, Friday night I'm sure. So big week in the calendar, I suppose, with Reconciliation Week. So we've had Shane Tongery on board as a coach, but also as an Indigenous liaison officer. So he's been fantastic for the playing group in terms of some cultural education that he's brought to the group. So it's been good.
Oh, very nice, thank you.
Some questions for you, Marty. Reflecting on last week's success, well done, first of all, on the clean sweep across all the grades. From a coaching perspective, what were the key factors that contributed to such a good performance for the senior men?
I think it's probably been building. I think our consistency over the last probably 3 to 4 weeks has been getting better. And on the weekend, I thought, again, it was a pretty good 4-quarter performance. I thought early on we sort of controlled the game, probably didn't get the result in terms of scoreboard, but I thought later in the game we started to get that scoreboard result, which is kicking straight and probably a few more goals in the second half when the game opened up a bit more. So, but it was pleasing to get a really good win, and that's 2 in a row now, which probably we haven't been able to do for the start of the season.
So while I suppose last week 6 out of 6 is fantastic, it's not always the norm. So what measures are being taken place to ensure consistency across not only the senior men but across the whole club?
Well, I guess that's it's probably something we've been building for a long time. Last year in the grand final we had 4 teams on grand finals, which is a great effort as well. Even though we didn't win one of them, we're still consistently striving for finals. And I think the other big thing at the footy club is really striving towards making the players better, whether that's the younger juniors wanting to get to the AFL or it's the senior players wanting to be the best players they can be. I think it's a general philosophy throughout the whole club about striving to be the best, and with that comes I guess the challenges. But consistency is one of those things. When you're consistently at the top of the ladder, you're being challenged every week as well. So I think the club are handling it really well, and it's something that we strive to be. That's consistent each week and throughout the year as well.
So some good news from the weekend, I suppose, with a few players integrating back into the group from injury. So we had Ollie Grivell, Hugo Kittle, Chad Reschke and Tommy Lewis returning. What impact do you expect them to have over the coming weeks? And can you also give us an update on Amos Doyle and Flynn Perez in terms of where they're at?
Yeah, so it was great to have, I guess, a few players who've played league footy. And Hugo Kittle hasn't played, but he had a league trial early this year. So all 4 of them, I think should be pushing. Well, Tom was in the league side, but the other 3 should be over the next few weeks pushing for league selection. They've all played. Chad and Griv have played league footy, so we're hoping that they can get back to some good form and helping the twos win a few games and pushing selection in the league side, and I guess just creating that the fight for spots in the team. And if someone that internal fight and that internal just getting better within the group, hopefully we can keep that going with the group as well. So it's good to see those guys back after a long layoff. And Amos Doyle, he's hurt his finger last week in the state game. He missed the game on the weekend, but he should be available for selection this week. We'll just get the all clear from the doctors tonight, hopefully. And then he'll be all good for selection this week, which will be a great inclusion. Big Amos had a great start to the season, especially with his selection in the state team. It was a great reward for his start to the performances over the first few weeks. So it's great to get him back in there. Flynn Perez. Flynn will be probably 1 more week, or if not, we've got a bye. So again, we'll sort of assess him over the next week or 2 and whether we push for the Norwood Monday King's birthday long weekend, or do we just hold back and just get him really 100% for that game after. We'll just wait and see what happens over the next week. So it's probably a 2BC over the next week when he's back.
Excellent. Thanks for the update, Marty. Hopefully we see you at the footy soon. Thank you.